We came to the Rebirth Island to explore the secret bio-laboratory where they tested deadly viruses for biological weapons. But the bottom of Aral Sea turned out to be very soft and unsteady, and our car got stuck. The rear axle isn't working.
The axle is already on the ground.
We tried to get the car out with the help of another car, but it got stuck too. Damn! This car is also stuck. Well, watch how the differential locks are turned on.
Блокировка дифференциала.
Do you have such tool, Anton?
I don't know.
This is how it locks. Now the thrust will be really strong.
Тяга будет просто сумасшедшая.
I hope it works and we can go to our destination.
We decided to put the boards down. It fits perfectly. Now we have a new road.
Like rails.
There will be good grip and we can do it without a tractor.
His car seems better.
It's same as yours. Come on, Anton, sit on the car. Hit the accelerator, hit it. It almost worked out. Once again. Whoa! This is some power. Keep accelerating.
I hurt myself.
Hurt? What happened? Are you bleeding?
Is the car strong? I hit the door while looking at the mirror.
He hit his lip on the door.
Don't worry, everything's fine. I was looking at the mirror, accelerating, and suddenly hit myself.
Great, it's finally pulled out. Let's go. Will you go to the doctor?
No, everything is fine. Well, let's pay them.
This is all what I have.
Give me $12. Guys, thank you so much for your help. We really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
We decided not to risk anymore. Found a local guide and a good self. He knows all the dangerous places on the way and know how to overcome them correctly. He took us along some little-known road, which was not even in space images.
Look at those small camels running there. They're so clumsy.
They can kick hard.
They can spit, right?
They spit like a machine gun.
These must have gotten lost. Imagine, guys, this hill, or rather its top, it was once a coast, and it was all sea here.
Is that water?
Yes. No, this is not water, but it's a mirage. Illusion. You think it is the sea, but no, it's not the sea. It's just a mirage.
It looks like sea.
Cool. Yes, it really seems like water. The tourists didn't believe it either, and I took them there. They looked and there was nothing there.
So this is what a mirage looks like. I never seen this. Whoa, it's so beautiful. The color looks saturated and nice. Look, there is a road here.
I made this road.
Did you?
Yes.
As far as I understand, except for you and a couple of other people, no one comes here.
Only I know everything here.
The main thing is not to get lost.
Let's go out. Guys, this is a cool trip. Imagine we are going to the Rebirth Island. We are going there illegally.
It's amazing and scary at the same time. The rivers and sea dried up. The plants died. It felt like we got to Mars. This is what human activity has led to.
It's really a cool place. Guys, really it feels as if we flew to the planet Mars. It looks so cool that I simply have no words. Just look at the beauty behind me.
It's also very cold here.
The road is very difficult. We wouldn't have driven here in our car. You saw it yourself how we tried and got stuck. So it's good that we found a local guide. We got stuck in such a way. It was terrible.
I honestly expected more.
Apparently, the information on the internet is old. Do you feel the smell of sea salt and fish?
Here's a broken old Soviet ship.
Wow, look, the hammer and sickle used to be the sign of the USSR. This is a Soviet ship.
It has already been cut and broken completely. Wow, the propeller wasn't removed. Is there an engine inside? Viewers will ask you to turn it on, try to twist it. Well, someone cut off the piece of the propeller.
It doesn't work.
Try with your foot.
No, it doesn't.
It's jammed.
We need to get in there. Oh, I found a way.
This is the entrance to the cabin.
Give me the camera.
Here you go.
Imagine when the Aral Sea dried up, the ships had nowhere to go, and they remained at this coast. It's like a fairy tale. I can't believe that the road to the Rebirth Island is so beautiful and so scenic. It's amazing.
We scared the fox. Let's take photo.
Stopped and looking at us. Now ran away.
It looks like some kind of house. We need to see what's in there. From here the fox ran out.
From here? Right from the house?
Yes.
Wow, there is a furnace here.
Really?
Yes. See, it's a heating furnace.
The house is made of clay.
Made of hay and clay, right?
Yeah, it's from clay.
Wow, in the steppe there is just a house made of steppe materials.
Only there's no firewood. We arrived at some kind of strange place. Who would have thought that an artesian well would suddenly appear at the bottom of the Aral Sea? Yeah, Anton?
Yeah, it's cool. Watch how it's steaming, like special effects in a movie.
Well, we're not alone here. Alex, take the dosimeter. Whoa, it smells poisonous. It smells like carbide, Anton. This doesn't look good.
The water is very hot.
Very hot. Does it taste good?
I don't know.
Stop. Wait, wait. Whoa, you can actually bath here. Is this an instruction on how to properly bath in the hot water?
Yeah.
Keep order, chant the prayer.
There was an accident here in '86.
So the reactor exploded and they decided to make such a well here that it is written in English.
This is actually healthy water. Everyone thinks that it's dirty, but in general it's a medicinal water.
That's strange. Why it's so green?
This mud is very useful. It helps you to heal your body.
Anton, you have decided to swim?
No, it's very hot.
Are you kidding? Aren't you feel cold now? Do you want to get down from here? Be careful. Fine. Hot. Anton is bathing in some swamp again.
Why am I alone here? Why don't you guys come?
Because the water is very dirty. Here is another brave one.
Now we're seeing a rare occurrence. A female hippopotamus and a male one will mate.
To be honest, this is such a swamp, only the frogs are missing here.
Yes. Why are you calling it a swamp?
Look, pops float there. Long head long.
It's not poop, but healthy algae. Smells fine, it doesn't stink like a swamp.
Let's go to the next water body. Your next level. Come on, jump. Here's a dip.
I wish we had potatoes and onions.
Is the water so hot? You wanna make a soup? The water is really hot.
Guys, you should get into it. It's so cool here. Do you see the steam?
I'm coming.
Great, Alex.
I should have down from here, but I came right away. It's very hot. Wow, it's so easy to swim here. There are probably a lot of minerals.
They found some kind of swamp and are swimming. Let's try here.
Run.
No, I'm not going to plunge.
Come on, go for it. What happened?
Damn, it's hotter here. Why do you think the water is hotter here?
Probably it heats up from lava. There must be a volcano somewhere, or maybe radiation.
Well, need to check for radiation.
Look, it dips right away, 60 and still rising. Richard, our things are not good here. The radiation level was exceeded 4 times. Theoretically, radiation should be emitted by radon gas, which comes out with the water from the ground.
I think my teeth will fall out now.
There is no signal from you, also no 26 slightly above the norm. There is radiation on Anton.
Now check it on me.
Those who know what radon is say it's crazy.
See, radiation level 27, 28.
I'm telling you, it got infected a little. This is a mild infection, but it's above the norm. People shouldn't be allowed near us now. Otherwise, we'll radiate them. Can't go back to the city, can't go on the subway until all the radiation is out. It's 50, but it was more. I don't know why, but here is the biggest radiation. Wow, 120. Why, it's the biggest here. Guys, 134. It's more than on an airplane. 140, 150. This is freaky.
Damn, guys, what did we do? Imagine 150. The restriction on 30 minutes, 2 times you can swim.
This is all that we don't absorb too much radiation. Anton, I'm feeling bad. This is the first sign of poisoning. Seriously, feeling bad, or maybe it's the milk?
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm fine.
I thought you were poisoned by the milk. Well, guys, let's go further to the island. So the sand dunes begin in the desert.
The landscape is changing. On the course of journey to reach the island, the landscape will constantly change. Canyons, hot springs, taps.
Wow, look what a dune. Recently it appeared probably.
Look, a furnace is lying there. Apparently the locals were warming themselves here.
Right next to the dune.
There's a well.
A well?
Yes.
And here's a village, can you imagine?
Everything here is in the sand.
Is the house covered with the sand here?
Yes, yes.
Wow, look at the ruins. Everything is covered with sand. How do people live here? How long do you think they get rid of the sand?
Quite long, I guess.
Look at the houses, so people live here. You can see antennas and cables for 3G internet.
Amazing.
Do you think they use hot spring for heating at home? Maybe they carried out hot water from the source and are using it.
Well, maybe. Well, where are we? Is this not Kazakhstan anymore? How can this be Kazakhstan? This is some kind of Sahara. It's amazing how many locations can change in an hour.
Is the sand cold?
No, but check out the sand.
Let me leave my traces here.
Check for the radiation.
Whoa, what a big sand dune. Very soft sand. It is pouring heavily. Anton, it's so warm and soft. It's amazing. And underneath it feels cold.
It's cold there because of the wind, and here it's warm.
Really very warm sand. Come on, come on, come on, get up. Is it fine with barefoot?
It seems that we're going to the top of Everest.
Yes, Vadim. Do you want to try to roll down of here later?
Roll down? Okay, I'll try.
See, the sand flows like mercury. Now and then will Alan the sand dune.
Все пошло вниз.
I'm going to dig out a biological weapon bomb now. Seems they buried them well enough.
There must be something underneath. Dunes are formed on the side of some object.
Really?
Yes, the wind starts spinning and it turns out such a thing. You didn't know? By the way, there is another village nearby. Imagine if the dune forms on the side of the village.
What is behind those mountains?
Rebirth Island. Vadim, do you want to try rolling down from here?
Are you sure I should try it?
I think it's going to be cool. Give it a shot. Come on. Again, village. Look, there are almost no fences here. There are no trees anywhere. Wow, there is a school here. They even planted some small trees there, but they dried up.
Everything looks beautiful here.
Look at the streets here.
Yes, they're wide.
Wide, no trees and no fences.
Guys, we just stopped in the steppe. We are driving illegally, approaching the Uzbekistan border.
Some car stopped us and the driver went to give cigarettes or something else, I don't know. Were those border guards?
No, just an acquaintance. Akim. Well, Akim is the mayor of the village.
The mayor of the village? Where are we going now, right?
Yes, we're already close. We stopped in one more village, few to come, and then the real excitement begins. There is some kind of paddock here. See how the fence is made, just from roots, some sticks, twigs and grass. It looks like a beaver dam. I'll go and say hello to the local kids now. Hey kids, how are you doing? My name is Anton. Big Zot? Seems to be a common name here. Well, I don't know the language, so can't understand you. They're mocking me.
Anton, did you meet the local children?
Yeah, they're good.
YouTube көресің ба?
Yeah, football.
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go. Be careful. Kids, step back. Hey, you forgot me. Wait. They almost left without me. There's a word in Kazakh, basakermish. Do you know what does it mean in Russian?
Went and didn't return.
Yes, you're right. The one who went in that direction, he never returned.
It's some kind of Bermuda Triangle.
The triangle is a natural phenomenon, but here there were military men. If they caught you, they would not let you go.
Was there a prison there?
They were taken for experiments and all.
Well, so they conducted experiments on them. It turns out that this Rebirth Island was heavily guarded. They really wanted to keep secrets.
My dad told me that if I go there, I won't come back.
Were you a kid back then?
I wasn't even born that time.
So told you when you were born?
Yes.
They say there are bombs buried with bioweapons there.
There can be anything.
So it's better not to dig there or do anything like that.
Yeah, better not. Imagine where we are going.
It's a hell.
This is all the secret of the USSR.
Cool, this is only seen in films. Well, just in 5 minutes the sun will be behind the camels.
What a beautiful frame.
Yeah, it looks beautiful with the sunset.
We arrived at a village. I don't know where we are at all, but it's such wilderness here.
It's called Kulandi, completely deep village. There is no connection at all, no internet and nothing.
So it turns out that we are here now, right? And where is the civilization?
Civilization is here.
Wow, and we are right here.
Yes, and here is a Ralk 7 where we'll go.
That's the Rebirth Island.
We're warned that they are at the very entrance through which we must go through illegally. The board guard stopped there, so I don't know how we'll get there. But Vadim doesn't seem to believe in it.
It's nothing like that. In general, it's going to be a hell of a journey, I know. Well, now we're going to this house and we'll probably try the local national food. I think it will be delicious and cool.
What did you say, him?
Well, I only learned one word.
What does it mean?
It means how are you? Smells like bread here.
Hello?
In this house earlier, a local policeman used to live, and then he moved from here. You can simply lie down like this here.
The table is so low.
Well, bro, that's how it should be. This is Kazakhstan.
And Ono's busy there. Shall we wait for him?
Yeah, he'll come now.
Vadim, what do you say? Why so many blankets? There are 10 of them or even more, and why on the floor and not on the bed?
I don't know. This is my first time here, just like you.
See what a beautiful pillow. There are no beds, the room is empty, there is a low table here. In fact, it's very low. You need to eat while lie down. Can you do that? Should you put your feet there? There is a whole tunnel.
It's probably a bed.
Bed? Do we need to sleep there? Now they will come and say that one is missing. Be careful not to turn the table over. There is food.
Yeah, I don't want to do the same thing as I did with the besh barmak last time. We're now eating the national dish called etamak. Others call it besh barmak, but this is wrong. It looks like this. This handmade dough is really delicious. Apart from that, potatoes, onions, and the most interesting thing is the meat.
Картошка, лук. Самое интересное это мясо.
It was once a small camel. It reminds the taste of a horse meat by texture.
One plate for the whole table, but everyone is given one bowl of such broth.
Yes. There are such traditional blankets on which we'll sleep. There are a lot of them. Many pillows. It's very warm here. Generally, it's a strange sensation. There is no internet, no connection, and you seem to be isolated from the outside world. Now we'll asleep, because tomorrow we'll have a crazy journey. Imagine they are now discussing tactics of how to illegally lead us across the Uzbekistan border.
This is insane. Tomorrow we'll see how it all turns out.
So guys, good night. See you tomorrow.
Anton, how are you?
I'm okay.
Did you sleep well on the floor?
No, to be honest.
Look, the camels put their mouth inside the tube.
I think they're going to drink water for a long time.
This is their instinct. They look around so that there are no predators like us nearby.
They drink water like people. We have a difficult day today. We'll pass through Uzbekistan illegally. This is insane. There are some military personnel involved to let us through. I hope everything works out.
In general, we stopped near a house in the steppe. I think they will give us some kind of pass.
Or they'll tell us to go back.
Guys, the operation is called Horse. We stopped to take pictures of horses. And they stood and are looking at us. You scared them. The horses are running away. Do you hear the sound? This is some kind of stomping. They run so well.
Operation Horse was successful.
And we go further to the super object. There is so much salt around, everything is white.
This is a salt crust. If it breaks, we'll stuck.
No, we don't want to get stuck again.
There is even less vegetation.
Less, of course, there is almost none of it here. We're traveling the bottom of the Aral Sea.
We'll now lick the bottom of the Aral Sea.
Жесть.
Hope they allow us.
We're sitting here behind the darkened glass.
Это офицер. Вот смотри этот.
They're showing some documents.
The man who's traveling with us is taken to the colonel.
Well, there are a lot of soldiers here, and they won't let us in.
Здесь ЧП, вот подполковник, начальник тыл. Там еще офицеры, 20 солдат.
Is there no other road?
No, we are now in our territory, and the Rebirth Island is Uzbek territory,
Городок Геща, это узбекская территория.
not our territory.
Да, браты. Амир старший там.
Вообще нельзя.
Қазып бургана. Ана балон асылап бурган емес бақандағы соны шешесі қазып қағып жергеше қазып қойып.
Guys, so it turned out that we were deceived.
Нас жестко киданули на деньги.
He got out of the car, went to the border guard, took out the document, showed him, they hugged and went to drink tea.
И пошли пить чай.
For about 2 hours we sat there waiting for them to drink tea, and then our driver came with a guide and said that nothing would work. We must go back. You need to wait 2-3 days. Then the driver said that there was no need to sit in the village without the internet, but rather to go to the city and wait there until they were given permission to travel.
А как только будет добро на путь, как только очистят машину застрявшуюся, мы поедем в город.
We did as our guide said. He brought us to town.
Ну и дальше, что он привозит нас в город.
And I received a message from the person with whom we agreed, with whom we initially agreed. That is, he completely organized this route for us.
Весь этот маршрут.
This person wrote that he was sorry to inform, but we had to pay the full price right away. I didn't get it first. Rather, I thought that we had to pay the entire cost at once so that we could
Не
go.
понял. Ну, сначала подумал, что типа надо просто заплатить полную стоимость, и мы поедем потом.
But it turned out that no, our trip ended at the moment we arrived in Aralsk.
В том моменте, как мы приехали в Аральск.
Now we have to pay as if everything happened. Now, so that he again takes us from Aralsk to the Rebirth Island, that is to travel the same path, he wants another $600.
Он требует еще 250 тысяч тенге.
That is, he wants to take money from us twice for what he hasn't done yet.
Now we'll call and talk to them, because it's not good to do like that.
They just didn't talk and agreed along themselves, and now there is such a problem.
This is the number of the driver who wanted to take us there.
Say his name.
Amambek. He'll say that he couldn't get in touch with them because of some issue.
He's not picking up the phone, can you imagine? And he promised to take us in 2 days, and 2 days have already passed. Yeah, he's simply not picking up the phone. We already found a new guide, but from the Uzbek side, and he told us that when the COVID epidemic began, the biological laboratory was completely destroyed, and the fences with the barbed wire were being erected on the island. Our driver knew this and promised to take us to the laboratory that no longer exists. Then some kind of torture began. Because of this, we had to get away from Aralsk.
The driver began to get nervous. They couldn't reach any agreement with the guide. As a result, the driver got into the car and drove away. We knew right away that he must have gone for some support. He knew which hotel we were staying at, and most likely he would have sent several local people to us to get what they think is theirs. But in reality, nothing is theirs, they just deceived us.